Yo, welcome back for Danganronpa another. Last time I was complaining that nothing was happening in chapter 5, and then Kinjo put a bullet in his fucking head. Um, and he miraculously lived, but apparently is losing all his memories and abilities and personality. So he's just dead. He's just a new person. Don't know what's the deal with that. Wait, the good ending is if that happening means we can hang out with Kinjo, and it's a new free time event, so we don't have to hang out with Teruya. Oh, I imagine. I was going to sleep. Yeah, I was going to sleep. I stopped thinking and forced myself to sleep as soon as I glanced at my bed. I slept as if trying to escape reality. I felt like all the hopes Satsuki gave us and our resolutions were all in vain. I don't want to do anything anymore. We don't have any clues about the mastermind, and even my friend is in a critical condition. But will it make a difference if I try even harder than what I've already done? In this despair, it's just excruciating. It shouldn't be like this. I know it's not okay. Hey everyone, it's morning, 7 a.m. wake up time. Now then, let's spend it lively today too. I don't want to wake up. If I don't move like this, it will no longer be irreversible. Hey Yuki, come on, okay? Teruya. What, you were here? I thought you were already gone. What's going on? I was about to go to the dining hall. That's because I was worried about you. Worried? Kinjo was taken down. Besides, our relationship with Mikaro just went out the window. Everyone is having thoughts while having big shocking events in front of them. I'm worried about the others too, but I'm mostly worried about you, Maida. I mean, I guess you were the closest one to Kinjo, weren't you? Yeah, I had 5 free time events with him. Did it look like that to the others? I thought Kinjo was the one friendly with me. Is that so? Did you know that your expression wasn't a joke when Kinjo looked like that yesterday? It looked like you were going to commit suicide by following Kinjo. What? I wouldn't do something like that. I know. It was a joke. Yeah, good one, man. For that reason... Hey, your friend killed himself, and you look like you wanted to kill yourself too, haha. I'm just joking, by the way. For that reason, I came to check your condition this morning. I think I did a while to come. Haven't you been thinking bad things since yesterday? Ugh, is it that easy to understand seeing my face? Yuki, I want you to keep your mind strong. If you give up, we're all in trouble. Teruya. I know this is not like me at all. Well, has this sprite always been like translucent? Like, look, you can see behind him, like the desk and the trash can. Has it always been like that? Rather than reading too much on people, I'm the type to give up first, haha. But if Hariko had been alive at this time, I think he would have acted exactly as me now. Do you remember? Forcing you to smile and saying stupid things too. I don't know if it was encouraging, but you should try and refresh a little, relax for a bit. I'll be waiting at the dining room. Teruya, even though it was hard for you, as always, crying and calling out his father's name, and as always, Hariko in desperation trying to make things funny and swearing at him. He's holding onto it. He clenches his teeth and tries to live on Hariko as well. And not just Teruya, Akane and Mikari as well. I'm the only exception. Get your mind straight, Yuki Maeda. The truth is not far away. There's no such thing as an endless cycle. Let's not give up. Believing in that possibility. There has to be a way. Because that's all I can do. Hello. We haven't seen Kurzagi in a while. Oh, Kurokawa. Yuki. Hi, good morning. Where are you heading? 5th floor. To investigate. Her attitude towards me and the way she speaks was the usual Kurokawa. But I felt like she was being aware of me. Not just me, Kurokawa had been in this state ever since she went out of her room. Kinjo is okay. How is he? I don't know for sure. For now, there doesn't seem to be any dangers to his life. So I can Only hope he wakes up healthy. In fact, it would be desperate to say that he might become a vegetable. Why vegetable, man? Just vegetable. Due to the situation. If it's Kurikawa who's more important right now. It's Kurikawa who's more important right now. She was uncomfortable with each other all day long, and even the incident with Kinjo was dismissed and we forgot about it. But it was still clear that Kurikawa knew something. Maybe it's because I made up my mind. Only now that I understand Mikaru's feelings. In the current situation where all breakthroughs are blocked and there is no hope, Kurikawa might know something, including the Kisaragi Foundation. Isn't our very own existence itself our only clue? Hey Kurikawa, you know... Turn back. Hey, what do you mean? I don't know anything. Even if you ask me, I don't think I'll listen to you. I haven't said anything yet. I can tell... Oh, angry Kurikawa. I can tell without saying. Stop doubting me. I can't tell you anything. You can't hear anything. Annoying brat. Oh, that we're going despair mode. We're going mastermind mode. Kurikawa, do you know our current situation? Yuki? Don't do this. We're colleagues. We've been investigating together. What kind of information are you trying to keep in secret so stubbornly? Go away. I don't know. How many times do I have to tell you? Whoa, calm down, man. The last hope we have left is you, Kurikawa. Are you making fun of us now? Yuki, please. In a situation where there's no hope, and yet everyone is trying to stay bright, not giving up. Because the moment we get careless, we'll end up being in despair. If you know something, tell me. If you don't even say in this situation, you're treating us like idiots. Am I wrong? Please say something. Yuki. Don't pretend you don't know. I'm tired of this. Because you know everything and you're gonna try to fool us. Are you going to leave us now? Answer me, Kurikawa! Yuki, it hurts. I just now... What did I do? Don't come near me. Kurikawa, wait a minute. Awkward. What did I... It's not Kurikawa's fault that we're in this situation. But I'm blaming Kurikawa for not telling us something and putting all the pressure on her. Even though I knew it, I said such harsh things to Kurikawa. Damn it. Why do things happen like this? Okay. We're gonna be awkward at breakfast. Because of Kurikawa, my heart, which had barely calmed down, begins to shake again. It shouldn't be like this. Everyone is working hard, but I can't be the only one to fall into despair. Control your emotions. I'll definitely apologize to Kurikawa next time. I gotta keep working hard as well. Everything will be fine. Kinjo will recover without a hitch. And we'll be able to find a clue. Stay bright as possible. There's definitely going to be nothing terrible in the dining hall. Guys, good morning. Definitely nothing terrible. Oh, it actually isn't. Okay. Guys, let's see quickly. We need to investigate. Yeah, of course we have to, but Maeda-kun, you seem very motivated for some reason. Really? Isn't that good? It's 100 times better than being saggy, huh? In my eyes, it looks like you're trying too hard. Hey, that's not it. By the way, I thought Mikaru wouldn't be around. Are we eating together again? Don't be stupid. It's just that I'm late to breakfast and my timing is just messed up with you, guys. If I keep up with your pace, I won't be able to get out of here forever. But whatever, we've decided to work together for once. Because Kinjo is like that too. He needs to hurry up and get back on shape. If he comes to his senses and listens to us, back to cooperate. Really? I thought Rei-chan would definitely get mad and never talk to us again. Don't get me wrong, as long as you hit the wall, there are limits to what you can do on your own. Oh, I see. I only heard the information Mikaru knew, but now it's a different day. In the state of not knowing anything together, makes us work together to investigate. This was amazing. We wouldn't give up without being fed up with despair, but still, good things happened. Kinjo didn't wake up, Kurikawa didn't confess, and we didn't find any clues. But it was definitely a good thing that we could get back together. Aha, ha. Maeda-kun, why are you laughing all of a sudden? Nothing, I'm just kinda happy. Eh? Explain yourself, you bastard. Was all of this and... Okay. After roughly eating, we now gathered to decide on what to do in the future before we continue to investigate again. First, as long as we know that all the information we got so far is useless, we have to collect new information from now on. New information. But to round off a little bit, it's already been a month since we're like this. We've been only able to investigate this much, but will we be able to find something investigating as usual? Of course, nothing is easy, so first of all, we have to sort out certain information. Wait. Is it okay to wait for a minute? What, stop talking? No, that's not it. I mean, the surveillance camera. Oh, that's right. What do we do? Maybe first to Raychon's room? I said my room wasn't going to be used anymore, right? And don't worry, fools. Do you really think I wasn't prepared for anything? As Mikori said that, she pulled out a sloppy switch from her pocket that had multiple circuits shown. What's that? This is a portable version of the jamming device I use in my room. You can make whatever room you wish with just a push of a button by sending the jammer to the nearest camera. Okay, you're the ultimate inventor, I think, not the guy sitting on the left. That's incredible. Raychon, you surprise me every time. I didn't think Raychon would be an ultimate inventor too. Yeah, that's what I said. How do you make these? I only know just how to make these. There are parts overflowing here and there. If you understand the principles of cameras and an eavesdropper, you came this to a level of a university class. Oh my god. A university class, even though we're still in high school. Anyway, we can talk freely, but it'll be a matter of time before Monokuma notices soon. Then, going back to what we were talking about, you said you found solid information? Yes, as Tara says, there are no more clues left in this building anymore. No matter how much you've been running around looking for them, there won't be anything extra to find. Meaning, from now on, we have no choice but to pick the rest of the clues that are considered remaining and come to clear them up in one go. No idea what you're saying. What are those clues? One time, I mentioned it before again and again, there are some facts only Kurokawa knows. Kako-chan is one of those clues. Maybe she knows the full story of this incident we're caught up in. She could be the only one who knows that much important information. However, for some reason, she doesn't want to tell us. She's been clinging to tenaciously make it go away. She just keeps avoiding us more and more. I felt the same way when I met Kurokawa a little before coming to the dining hall. Because of my impatience, I apologized that I had done something wrong to her. But now we have to focus on thinking about the measures. At this point, you might think that it's not that she doesn't tell, it's that she really can't. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And because let's not forget, she started spewing blood from her eyes, ears, and mouth. Like, like, come on. Relying on her is no longer a wasted effort. So what, there's no way anyone else knows anything about it? Are you sure? Huh? There's one, the person who's eating breakfast over there. Kisaragi-kun. Isn't it obvious? It's almost certain that the Kisaragi Foundation was involved in this crime. And he's from the Kisaragi family. But the problem is about his head having issues. There won't be a conversation at all, right? Did you guys have a serious conversation with this guy? He might be weird, but from my point of view, that guy is perfectly normal. I think I understand a little bit, but do we really not know anything? Besides, if the amnesia really is there, as Mikori says, that's just an assumption. Moreover, nothing will change unless you try. Shouldn't we be looking at all possible methods? You're right. So, when Mikako Kurokawa, who has reached the peak of her alertness, let's put her aside for a moment and let's hear something from him first. Mikari, as you say, are you saying that you're going to run straight at him? As you say that, you're going to run straight at him? We don't have time to mess around. In the first place, there's a limit to the jamming of the surveillance cameras, and we should move as soon as possible. So, I don't know if you heard us, Yamato Kisaragi. Shall we talk for a moment? Hey, are you listening? Mikaru? What? Yuki, Akane, Teruya? What? Kisaragi-kun, something seems off. Mikaru, Mikako? What happened all of a sudden? What are you trying to say? Where's Mikako? How am I supposed to know? Don't go screaming and making a mess. Mikako Kurokawa, you mean? If it's her, I met her a while ago. She said she was going to the 5th floor to investigate. What's going on? Kisaragi-kun, didn't he suddenly seem normal just now? Oh, it's because the bug in his brain that's making him stupid was was disabled by Mikaru's jamming device. Oh. Yeah, I noticed too. Hey, let's go after him now. Bye, Mikaru. Stop idling around. Something is fishy here. Mikaru is feeling restless. Yamato Kisaragi suddenly becomes strange. What is this? Is it a harbinger of something? Leaving that question behind, we decided to follow Kisaragi. Kisaragi must have gone to see Kurokawa. Kurokawa said she's going to investigate the 5th floor, so she'll be there. It seems everyone went ahead, so I need to hurry too. Hopefully I don't find a dead body up there. That would be the worst possible scenario. Let's save. Maybe the arrows are like, because by going up, the floor number is going down because you're going from like basement 3 to like basement 2. But by going down, the floor number is going up. You're going to like 3 to 4. Maybe that's what the arrows are supposed to mean. Guys, did you find Kisaragi? Maida-kun, that's... What is... Is this new blood? I don't remember. There's blood no matter where we looked at. But wasn't the 5th floor originally covered with dried blood stains? It wasn't just me. The blood, it wasn't dried. The blood that was spread and smeared from the beginning was warm blood that had just been spilled. This is a lie, right? Maybe that's not it. Well, maybe something else. There are blood stains running from the lab down to the record room below. This blood wasn't originally from the 5th floor, it's a new blood stain. What are you talking about? Don't run away from reality, you guys. Don't you all know that too? Even if you tremble, there's only one path ahead of us. Someone shed blood from one of us. What else could it possibly be? I can't... Is it a phrase you use at a time like this to say that you'll turn your eyes blind? The last execution of Satsuki. The thing I thought would never happen again. A murder happened again. And another person died. And we have to go to the class trial in order to uncover the killer. Don't be ridiculous, damn it! Maida-kun. First, we need to understand the situation. Teruya, go to the infirmary on the 1st floor and check if Kinjo's okay. Good call. Maida and Tara, follow me to investigate the 5th floor. Yeah, alright. If you look at the blood spots, you'll notice something happened in the laboratory and the record room. So let's take a look at those first. Tara, you go to the lab. Maida, you follow me to the record room. Okay. The floor is sticky. A lot of blood seems to be flowing out of the record room. I don't know who the owner of this blood is, but if they spilled this much, Maida, you might as well be prepared. Damn it. I want to believe that it's not going to happen. We've been asked from Satsuki to deliver Hope just past a few days ago. We made a decision, so I thought that no more murders would happen, and I firmly believed it. But that was our mistake. When did the 4 cases that occurred so far come with notice? Murder always comes unexpectedly, and suddenly it was the law. There was no more reason to say that there would be no more murders, and I was being negligent without any basis. I should have known what happened in the end. By the way, Mikaru, come to think of it, I thought we couldn't go in the record room. We need a password. That's true. Perhaps only the Kisaragi Foundation officials know the password. And the person who organized this crime couldn't even enter the record room, right? This blood could be a forgery as it was in Yamaguchi's... Okay, you're cooking too hard, man. Calm down. The blood could be a forgery as it was in Yamaguchi's case, and in reality, the incident happened somewhere else. It's unreasonable if you think about it normally. But why don't you reconsider after the fact of chasing after him? You mean Kisaragi? Ah. Yes, Yamato Kisaragi. I don't know if Teruya has checked on Kinjo properly yet, but if Kinjo is safe, there are only 2 people who are not here right now. Kurokawa Shishio is going to investigate the 5th floor, and Kisaragi who followed after Kurokawa. In a sense, yes, but I don't think it's weird. Both of them knew the password to the record room. Yeah. Anyway, it's highly likely that this blood is the blood of one of them. It was Kurokawa fucking bleeding from her eyes again. It can't be. Damn it. What do we do? How can we open this door? Besides that, do you remember what Monokuma said when the 5th floor just opened? If someone is already in the record room, the door won't open even if you put the correct password. If the two of them are stuck in the record room, this is no joke. This is an emergency. Hey Monokuma, come out. Yes, thank you for nominating me. It's Monokuma-san who crawls and runs whenever you call, anytime. Monokuma, open this door right now. Something big might have happened in there. It's an emergency, so we can use your help in these cases. Moreover, don't you already know what happened anyway? Huh? Well, what happened? Of course I know, but it's a little difficult to comply to Maida's demands. What? Why? I don't know the password either. What? Even I don't know the password. But my powers don't work at all in the record room. Meaning, no matter how much I try, I can't open this door. It's not that I don't want to open it, it's that I can't open it. Poohoo. Still, someone may be bleeding and dying in that place. You mean we can't do anything? Still, the situation right now is quite tense. If a murder has happened and you can't even enter the crime scene, this has become an unspeakable hoax. I'll give you one hint. The door leading to the record room is in fact not the only one door. Not the only one here? Maybe there. Hoo-hoo, Mikari-san seems to have noticed something already. Now that you know, you won't need my help. Oh, the bin that was in the room with all the bodies that seemed out of place. The sight you will soon see. I'm already looking forward to how much it will drive you into despair. But you damn thing. It seems the finale is not so far away. Come on, stay stoned. Ha 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 ha. Probably Kisaragi is dead. This Monokuma, he's just fooling with us. Hey Maida, ignore that trash and follow me right now. That might be a way to the records. For real? Where are we going? If you come, you'll see. We have to hurry, run. So wait, does only this door get blocked if there's someone in the room, or? Mikari, this is the ballroom? Why are we suddenly here? Keep quiet. If my guess is correct. Mikaru, can't you at least explain? Oh. Oh, this is the door that I was wondering about last time. This is... In the center of the dance hall, a white cloth hung from the railing at the top, as if someone had climbed upwards. My prediction was correct. I think the door you can see above me is probably the one that leads to the record room. How did you find out at once? Around the time I was in the ballroom, I kept worrying and was concerned about this. I wondered if the upper door was connected to the 5th floor. But after escaping through the ballroom, the 5th floor was open, yet there was no room on the 5th floor that led to this door, except for the one and only record room that hasn't been investigated yet. That's true, but what is this cloth? What about it? It must mean that someone entered the record room one step ahead of us. For now, let's not worry about the slightest things and check the inside of the records. So, I'm just confused because, like, Monokuma said, if there's someone in the record room, then the door, I'm guessing only the door that's protected by the password is locked, not this one. But, like, is it obvious that because he said there would be like a metal grate over it, right? But is it behind the door or in front of the door? Because it didn't seem like it was activated there. Maybe we just couldn't tell. What are you standing there for? Come on, hurry up. We got no time to waste. Go right in. Inside here, there may be someone bleeding or collapsed on the floor. Maybe already dead. We still have to prepare ourselves, because despair must not stop us anymore. This is the record room? Isn't it similar to the ballroom? This is the door. The back really goes to the record room. Car, don't you smell something weird? Did you notice too? The smell of gunpowder and the smell of blood. It was the embodiment of death. This death feeling that has already been experienced 4 times before. Beyond this gate, the aura of death overwhelms us with a terrifyingly powerful force. But we have no other choice but to open it. It's already when someone has disappeared. No more, you can't run away anymore. This reality, there's no other choice but to face it. Kisaragi's dead body. Show it to me. When I opened the door, there was a sealed staircase. I would be surprised if Kurokawa's dead. I jumped 2 steps up the very short stairs, and within a few seconds, there was a sealed staircase. Okay, a door with the word emergency exit tag on it appeared. As we opened the door, a mechanical gray fluorescent light greeted us, and at the same time... Oh! Oh. Okay. Okay, she's obviously not the killer, but this is very funny. This is like a fucking Ace Attorney case. We have to defend Kurokawa. An incomprehensible sight. We were smelling gunpowder, right? Why is she holding a knife? Maybe she just stabbed the body after he was already dead. Mikako Kurokawa is standing with blood all over her body. And the body of the ultimate inventor, Yamato Kisaragi, who can no longer breathe, appeared. Kurokawa. Bit awkward? Eh? What did you do? A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin. Yamato ni Kurokawa, what the hell happened? How the hell did this happen? Kisaragi's death, a bloody Kurokawa. In this chaotic situation, I couldn't even remember how much time passed afterwards. Okay, I'm excited for this because it seems like we have the buildings, like we have the foundation for a really interesting case. Like the blood trail from the room with all the bodies going to this room, the door with the password that's closed if there's someone alive in there, but also the other entrance from the ballroom. This is an interesting setup. I only have fragmentary memories of Kana and Teruya running after hearing the announcement of the body and telling them how to enter through the ballroom because they couldn't enter through the front door. And now everyone is gathered in the records, except Kinjo, who lost consciousness. Did Teruya confirm that Kinjo was there? All the survivors of this school of murders we have. Oh, you clean yourself? Mikako-chan, I'll clean up the bloody stuff. Are you okay? That's fine and all, but is that the time to say that? I mean, he's dead, Kisaragi. And doesn't that mean the culprit is among us? According to Teruya, he said there was nothing wrong with Kinjo. But it'll be a miracle if that guy opens his eyes now. Meaning only 5 people here can commit the crime. 5. That's the number of people breeding in this spacious building. Among so few people, there's a culprit. I mean, okay, it's not literally impossible for the 4 of us, except Kurokawa, because we went up together, and on the 5th floor, I mean, I guess if there's a 3rd entrance through the room with the bodies, then Tara could have gone in here, killed him, and then... No, actually, we told Tara to investigate. Oh, by the way, for this chapter, I'm going full hands off. Like, I'm not discounting anyone. Like, in every chapter before this, I always said Tara can't be the killer because she's the main character. Since this is chapter 5, I think literally any one of us could be the killer. Tara could have exited. Could have just not gone where we told her to investigate. Gone all the way to the exit we entered from the ballroom. Killed him, then went back and acted as if she was investigating there the whole time. Otori couldn't have. Otori could have. He could have just not gone to Kinjo and done the same thing that I said Tara could have done. Mikaru could not have killed. We were together like the entire time. Like, we saw Kinjo leave together and we found his body together, and me and Yuki and Mikaru were together for the entire time in that space of time. So those 2 are 100% innocent. Kinjo could have done it, obviously, but like, I don't know why or how. It's a culprit. But look, Maida-kun, Otori-kun, Rei-chan, and me. Didn't the four of us have been together since this morning? Not exactly. Yeah, since the last time we saw Kisaragi, we were all together. No, we had some time. Who is the last person we've met since Kisaragi died over there? And more importantly, Kuroko was alone at the scene and her body was covered in blood and she was holding a knife. There's nothing more to see here. We don't even need a class trial, don't you agree? Shut it, Teruya. We don't know until we investigate. As long as we have time, we must before the class trial. But look at the reality. No matter who the culprit is, the murder doesn't change. Soon it will be his turn to appear. His turn. Did you call me? Have you all calmed down? Can I start slowly? Monokuma. Yes, you didn't betray my expectations either. I put a lot of effort in this motive. I almost thought, what if the murder doesn't happen? It was a little bitter, but it unfolded just as I hoped, and the endorphins were ejected. Yahoo! Yahoo! What do you mean good? What the hell do you think about the humans, Monokuma? Kisaragi-kun, we didn't meet him for very long, but they were still a classmate like us. I believe it, before you even got a chance to get along properly. Why are you even mad at me? I didn't kill him. And friends, you say? Hehehe. Boo-hoo-hoo, such a tearful friendship. Still, everything already happened, right? What you should do now is not shed tears as you mourn your friend's death, but rather uncover the truth of the incident and punish the culprit, right? The same as always. That's right, I'll give you the Monokuma File 5. Investigate hard and try your best to clear the class trial. So realistically, because the culprit is 99% not Kurokawa, it's 100% not Miramikaru, so it's between Otori, Taira, and Kinjo. It's probably not Otori either. I would be surprised if it's Otori. So it's between Taira and Kinjo. It's between those two. It could be either. Again, you mean we have to do it? It's a terrible trial again. I just my guess from literally zero evidence, just like vibes. Still, we can't run away. We started now. We can't stop here. That's fine, but something's wrong. Monokuma, it's you. You seem a little different than usual. Doesn't it look like you're rushing something? What? Really? If Mikaru-san felt that way, maybe that's it, right? Hoo-hoo, well, who cares what I do, because the fact that the murder happened doesn't change. Is this even Kisaragi? Skipping over. But as Monokuma said, there's nothing we can do about it since it already happened. Let's do this. We don't have the time to stop here. You must not run away. If you guys made up your mind when you left the ballroom, you know it by now. Then we will never give in to despair. Rei-chan. How come it's like the first thing we said? Well, it was pretty good though. What has already happened, we can't turn back time. Like everyone said, we can't lose the despair anymore. Gonna say something? Unexplained points and uneasiness still hadn't gone away, but we decided to fight the despair again in order to win the class trial that was right before our eyes. Alright, investigation. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish the entire investigation in this part. I might have to cut it up in 2 parts, because I have something to do in a bit. Kisaragi. Oh, kind of a jam. His body was at a level that I couldn't even open my eyes to see. His chest was severely damaged and his internal organs were much more visible. It's like he was hit by a grenade. Curious what the Monokuma file is going to say. In truth, we didn't really know much about him. I wanted to know him, but due to a brain abnormality, it was impossible to have a proper understanding, and the time we were together was absurdly short. Still, according to Mikaru's hypothesis, it's just that we did not remember, and Kisaragi may have been our friend too. And even if they weren't, it was hard to react so casually to someone's death. You've been in touch with so little time. Kisaragi, I wanted to know a little more about you. Come to think of it, the last time we saw Kisaragi at the dining hall, he seemed to have changed for a brief moment. No, the case comes first. Let's put all these questions behind, otherwise we will die. First, as always, let's check the Monokuma file. Yes, please. I'm really curious. Okay, it does say the victim is Yamato Kisaragi, but Monokuma could just be lying, right? Because I'm pretty sure Monokuma just straight up lied in the Monokuma file in the R1 for the case 5. Estimated time of death was approximately 8:30 a.m. 8:30 a.m. Okay. The cause of death was due to shock from a laceration. Shock due to a laceration. Didn't we say we were smelling gunpowder? What was that? A huge hole in his chest. Yeah, it's like a square hole. That doesn't seem like a laceration. No other injuries were found. This is the end of it? Of course, the Monokuma file is less informative, so this one is especially bad. Well, that summarizes the information that can be confirmed with only this. The time of death was 8:30 a.m. It was around 15 to 20 minutes when Kisaragi left the dining hall to find Kurokawa. Also, I'm curious because there was blood going from the body room to here, but there's no blood like leading to the body because the door is always over here. When Kisaragi left the dining hall to find Kurokawa, it can be said that there is no contradiction regarding the time. The problem is that someone killed Kisaragi within 10 minutes or so after leaving the dining hall. No, let's not blindly doubt. As Makari said, it's never too late to do this at the class trial. As it seems obvious, there's a high possibility that there are facts we don't know. Other than this, there was only a brief description, and not even an object believed to be the murder weapon. If we think about this in reverse, the weapon itself might be highly related to the case. Yeah, like a suspiciously box-shaped... Wait, wasn't this in the hallway before? Yes, we all... Oh, the body was carried in this, I guess. We already know it from experience. Since the time of death itself was a trick, there was a Monokuma file that hid estimated time of death. For now, if it's like this, there doesn't seem to be any indication that would make her thinking from left to right, so let's focus on that. Shock due to the laceration in the groove. What's a groove? Is that a part of the body? A groove running circumferentially around the surface of the heart and separating the atria from the ventricle. Okay, I guess it's a body part. Not a lot of evidence. A bloody card left in the corner. This card, isn't this something from the lab? Yeah. It certainly was something we saw in the lab. The fact that this card is so bloody. Was it used to carry a dead body? It is large enough to carry one person, and although it is a bit difficult, but you couldn't like climb the rope with this, so you would need the password. And although it's a bit difficult, it seems that you can climb places such as stairs by lifting the handle. Actually, I was concerned about it a while ago, but there was blood in the hallway of the 5th floor. We found that if they had entered the record room to the ballroom, could they have notched a drop of blood while carrying the body there? I always thought it was weird, but it's not impossible if you use this card. No, I don't know exactly where Kisaragi died yet. If it was hidden after entering the records, then blood might not matter at all. If we look at it that way, the fact that this car is in the record room itself means that it has climbed the railing of the ballroom? No, there's no way. Does that make sense? They had to have entered through the password door. More and more confusion grows in my mind. Either way, the presence of a card and blood on it means that it was involved in the case in some way. Let's keep it noted. My question is, Like, would you even, like, would the body, like, spew blood on the floor if it was in this? Wouldn't all the blood just be in the cart? I guess, I don't know. This kitchen knife is clean. This is the knife Kurokawa was holding when the body was found. I mean, we're gonna say that she didn't actually stab him because the knife was clean, so... Did Kurokawa really with this knife to Kisaragi? Why Kurokawa? Before that question, I first felt something odd with this knife. The Monokuma file I read a while ago. Clearly, it said there was no other trauma other than the chest hole, right? It was clearly written that way. Besides, just looking at Kisaragi's corpse right in front of me, there were no traces of the use of a knife, and not just the corpse. When I looked again, the knife itself was clean without the drop of blood. Yeah. Then, is this it? This knife is simply for a distraction? No, but then why was Kurokawa holding the kitchen knife in the first place? I shouldn't do this. When I start to think like this, I continue to doubt only Kurokawa. Let's not get caught in our prejudices until we go to the trial. Didn't we already experience this 4 times before in the previous trials? I don't know, it was pretty obvious in some of them. Kurokawa wouldn't have been holding this knife for no reason. Let's make a note of it. I want to know more about the body. What exactly is the wound? Can I see? Kisaragi's dead body. Kisaragi's eyes were open and empty. He looked like a high school student, no different than us. A handsome face with distinct features was so straight that my brain didn't think it was strange. Well, I can't figure it out just by using the Monokuma file. I'll have to check it out. Kisaragi's body was more severely damaged than the deaths of my friends I've ever seen. It was so cruel that I got goosebumps just looking at it. I'm looking at my character list again. Was there anyone who died from a wound to the chest that could, like, be disguised as something like this? Just thinking about, could this be a fake body? Hariko was shot. Hariko was shot around this area. No, but his hand was blown off. Couldn't be. Ayame was fucking cut in two. Mitch was like fucking ran over with this giant soccer ball. Kakeru was stabbed. His neck was fucking sliced. It can't be him. Kanata was electrocuted. It can't be her. I mean, obviously it's not. It's a guy, so I won't even look at the girls, I guess. It could be Tsurugi. They could have done like a switch with Kinjo and Kisaragi, and actually Kinjo's the one in the infirmary downstairs, and this is Kinjo's body. Because they look pretty similar. Kinji was fucking sent to space and then crashed down and crucified. I don't think it's him. That's it. Okay. Doesn't seem like a fake body then. The only one that seems possible is the swap with Kinjo and Kisaragi. Kisaragi's body was more severely damaged than the deaths of my friends I've ever seen. It was so cruel that I got goosebumps just looking at it. Like a brutal splatter movie scene. But I can't turn my eyes away. I have to make up my mind and investigate anything we can check. As written in the Monokuma file, the flesh on his chest is completely torn apart. It's so terrifying that I don't know how to describe it. Is that what it feels like to be exposed to dynamite or a grenade at a very close range? Of course, if that happens, not only the chest but the whole body would fly away. In the case of Kisaragi, the degree of wound in his chest was too large. The rest of his body was fine. Yeah, we should go check the armory to see if like grenades are missing or something. The Monokuma file also said that there was no trauma other than the chest. The problem is, I can't even imagine what method to use to create a wound like this. For now, since the ballroom is still open, yeah, I can't think of it as one of the many weapons in the arsenal. Wouldn't it be impossible to detonate only the chest? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. With such precision, with a bomb. Okay, what if he was planking over the cart and there was a bomb in the cart, but then the bomb blew up, so the cart was like protecting the rest of his body, and it just blew a hole exactly in the shape of the cart. Huh? Not to mention the time for the crime is way too short for such meticulous work. Anyway, what is certain is that Kisaragi died from this wound, and no more wounds found. Let's talk with everyone in the class trial about it. As of now, there seems to be no way to speculate on this abnormality. Chest hole. Can I see a picture? Not really. Yeah, this is weird. What would cause, what could cause a chest wound but not injure any other parts of the body? I'm thinking. Chest hole. Chest hole. My brain is telling me that it has something to do with all of the other bodies that were in the morgue, but I'm not quite making the connection. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm actually gonna stop here. I usually do all the investigation in one video, but I have something to do, and I won't be able to finish all of it anyway. I'm just gonna stop here, and I'm gonna finish this next time. Yeah, this is interesting though. This is a really interesting setup. Okay, see you next time.